Yeah, damage is reduced. That's the only thing.
But it's physical though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's much of a nerf at all.
Well, they have such a small impact on the game. Like, they fall off so hard, but at least his ulti is really strong now. That's a lot of damage. 200
Bloodseeker.
again.
Bloodseeker. Removed from captain's mode.
Oh. Yes. Base movement speed from 300 to 290. Thank you. I think it was just too fast. Things that get buffs by its spells, like movement speed, should have a low movement speed. Like Death Prophet, he's 280 or something. But he gets the buff by a spell, so I like that more. Anyway, Blood Rage, Bob, go.
I've read it, I can...
Reworked Blood Rage, and this is like...
You go next, Miggy.
Basically what it says is Bloodseeker can buff a target and he deals 40% more damage from all attacks and all spells, but he takes 40% more damage. As well, if that target kills a hero, he gets healed for 25% of his HP, but if someone kills that the Blood Rage guy, he gets healed instead.
Okay, I did not understand that.
What do you not understand?
A hero
I have no idea what it does.
by the Blood Rage buff who kills a unit will be healed by 25%.
Okay, you can Blood Rage
Okay,
the
try,
target.
okay, guys, read the text for me, and then listen. Not the old one, the new one.
A
Hero
hero.
affected by the Blood Rage buff who kills a unit will be healed for 25% of the dying unit's max HP. However, heroes affected by Blood Rage when killed will heal 25% of their max HP to their killer.
So it's like, if someone has Blood Rage buff, if I have Blood Rage buff and I kill someone, I get 25% HP from the one I kill.
Yes.
If I have Blood Rage buff and I die, then
Who killed you gets healed.
yes. So no matter who has it, the killer will get healed.
So this is a big ass buff to a hard carry.
And as well, you get amplified damage. You deal 40% more damage and you take 40% more damage.
40% is much.
Why does it say? It just says amplified damage. It doesn't
No,
say
it says
take more.
at the beginning amplifies all damage taken and dealt,
Including spells.
Oh, okay. So
it's a bit risky to use it if you
Yes.
don't know when to use
But
it.
you can use it on your opponent and then destroy him.
and get health. That's actually true. Do you get more health then?
Or you could...
Wait, what is Blood Rage? The old Blood Rage was the silence, right?
The silence, yeah.
So what about Bloodbath? Is that reworked?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because of this, I was like, this is so much health. Like you get from this and you get from the Bloodbath. And like
The bloodbath sounds a bit
okay.
useless.
Okay, Miggy, you also talk about the bloodbath. You read it all, right?
Yeah.
Read it first. I want to hear you read it.
Okay, so new
Read
spell
it.
Blood Right targets an area and effect that is visible to enemies appears on the ground. After 3 seconds, enemies in the area are damaged and silenced. The max level 6 second silence and 240 pure damage. So I don't know. Doesn't sound that good. Like only if you can force them to stay there for 3 seconds, maybe combo with Disruptor.
Fuck is that?
Yeah, or just have a setup stone.
That hero is so weird now. It's not
Yeah,
even
I
having a
don't-
strong laning phase anymore.
I don't really understand.
Maybe you
him.
could work with techies.
Why?
Well, you like trick them to go some places and then they get stunned and then they
No, but why would they walk into your sign-up?
Yeah, it's retarded that you can see it.
No,
No, but I mean, you trick them like you do with, or bait them like you do with techies.
But it's visible on the ground for 3 seconds.
Yes, but you know techies puts his mines like behind the trees and things.
Yeah.
So basically this is only a zoning spell, since nobody with half a brain will get hit by that.
No, but I don't get what Bloodseeker's gonna be shit in laning. Like his strong thing was that he could just blast the creep and get help. But now he has to use his buff on himself, so he takes more damage.
I think he's basically a support now.
He just takes more damage now.
He's basically a support now.
Yeah.
He's
What
not...
the hell? But that's not a support. That's an ugly ass support. Okay, it might make sense if you read the rest of it. Thirst. Anyone want to go?
Thompson. Fun. I can't tell names. Whatever.
Yeah, which one did you want me to read?
Read the rest of the Bloodseeker thing, the thirst and all that.
Yes.
Sure.
First, visibility and true sight are granted only when the target is at or below 30%. Instead of 50/25% for vision/true sight.
Sounds like a nerf to me.
It's just a general nerf, like it's
Well,
better against Invis heroes, but it's worse against everything else.
Every other hero, of which there are more than Invis heroes.
Yeah.
So like a straight nerf there, I think.
You all understand it?
Yeah.
Okay.
First now shows a debuff and a visible effect to the enemy when they are revealed.
Okay, so but you already know.
Yeah, but that's
Is
nice.
that like noob friendly in some way?
Yeah, but it keeps you like, oh right, we have this.
But you should have already known when.
You should know
can
if you go
see
to 30%. You should
Yeah.
kind
I
of.
don't know, like if
be
you're at
suspected.
31 or 30, you might not
Yeah.
know like which one you're at.
Okay.
You're like, should
They
I
should-
use solve now or should I not?
They should show a percentage on your health bar instead. You should
No
be able
way.
To choose that. I feel that you should be able. Like they should show the actual number, but in the end of the health bar, they should show you a percentage.
Yeah, maybe.
I always wanted that more.
No, it has to be the beginning then because of the region and
Yeah,
stuff.
beginning, sure. I mean, anywhere.
Anywhere.
I'm happy about anywhere.
First movement and damage then bonuses are now proportional to how low the enemy's health is.
So that means more damage?
more damage and more movement speed the lower the enemy is.
Okay, and then there's a question mark thing. It means to explain it more.
Mm-hmm.
Do I read it?
Good.
First, scales linearly.
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 That's
No,
a,
linearly.
that's a, you guys get what it is. With HP, meaning it gradually provides a bonus from 0 to 100% health to full bonus at 1% health. Previously it provided full bonus at 50% and nothing above it. Thirst bonus are independent from the vision granted at 30%.
Oh, so you actually gain damage and movement speed second someone is lower than 100% HP.
Oh.
That's gotta be so annoying though.
So you constantly have that buff, basically.
You constantly have a buff, yes. But
And if that works at every hero, so let's say every hero is missing 20%, so you get a 20% buff from every hero?
yeah, so basically
and what
like
are the
one
buffs?
full hero at 0.
I don't get how this works. So that
Look.
means like, let's say you have max thirst, right?
Yeah.
And
So
you'll get
that's
40. You'll get 40 increased speed and damage.
35 damage, 40 speed, okay.
But yeah, but if you only get before you got it when they hit 50, right?
Yeah.
But now you get it even if they add like 80% health.
You
Oh,
get
this-
it if it adds up, like if every hero is missing 20% HP, that's total of 100% missing HP.
Are you sure you don't just get like 20% of the 40? So you'll get like 10%.
Yeah, you get 20% of the 40, but for each hero that's times 5, that's 40. Do you understand?
Yes. I'm just thinking if it's. Are you sure it's activating before the 50? Because it could also be that it activates. No.
Yeah, because it says it scales linearly from 100
That sounds
to,
so strange.
to 1. So basically, as soon as someone hits like probably 99% HP, you get a small bonus.
Okay. I think that sounds strange to me that that's actually. Anyway, Bob, Mr. Reader, go. You're
Okay.
about to read.
Are we at the fourth?
Rupture.
Rupture.
Okay. Rupture no longer deals initial damage.
Sounds like shit.
Yeah, it's basically just
Holy shit. It sounds bad.
But
Rupture duration increased from 7/8/9 to 12. Rupture cooldown reduced from 70, 60/50 to 60.
I don't know.
I
Doesn't
don't
sound
know.
good to me.
What are they trying to do with Bloodseeker? Seriously.
I guess like one thing he can do is like if he plays Rupture on someone who's just in that moment blinking, then he will take a shit ton of damage. But
Well, that's such a rare scenario.
yeah.
No,
Oh, this guy's about to blink, then we Rupture, which takes way longer than any blink effect.
I think it's a pretty big nerf, to be honest.
Yeah, overall I think he would.
I kind of liked Bloodseeker in some ways, like his laning was kind of fun because people can never out-harass you, but now it just sounds like shit. The only thing that sounds good is the thirst thing. But the vision is nerfed from it, so I don't know.
Yeah, the Rupture is at least nerfed, I believe.
Shuriken.
This
Shuriken.
is nice.
Shuriken does now bounces to all tracked units behind a 900 range.
I think this really adds up to what Bound Down to need, because like usually he just sits there and tracks people and he can't do anything. But
How often do you have more than like at least 2 tracked?
quite often, I believe.
More than
Like-
2?
Like when they push, they're all grouped together. You're gonna track 2-3 people,
I guess that makes sense.
and you can like just toss a shuriken and deal 300 damage to everyone.
And a Shuriken on a support is a lot of damage actually. Yeah, what do you think of that?
it's good.
Do you like that or do you not like it?
Yeah, he gets to do a bit more damage.
He seems to make more sense when you get into the. He's really good at the like when people are still farming and like mid game-ish, but as soon as it's like 5-man, he seems to just only be tracking, as Bob said. Like he
Yeah.
just sits and just not do nothing else.
Has he so squishy?
So
Yes.
this is a small buff to his late game.
Yeah, all mid game too.
Yeah,
if you-
mid game I would say. Mostly.
because his Shuriken does a lot of damage.
The buff in all
Well,
phases,
it's
but,
also a mini stun kinda.
Oh, does it apply that? You think to everything? As well?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that sounds
like
pretty
Witch
cool.
Doctor.
He will
Oh.
get fucked. Stop like
But
that.
it's 900 range. That's a lot of range.
But you have to track them first.
I like the Brewmaster one.
Yeah,
Like that
small
they-
buff. But
No,
did
no.
he really need a buff?
No.
Nerf.
How is
Timer
that
is
nerf?
longer.
Before it was
Oh,
10.
it's
Now it's 16,
okay.
14, 12, 10.
Yeah.
It was just too much in the laning phase.
Yeah, you just back off for a bit and go in and crit
And
someone
just
in the
smash
head.
someone in the face. Oh, now they try to fix Brood again.
Celery.
Oh my god, so much changes.
Celery.
Sorry?
Celery.
Better?
Celery.
Maybe he's not here anymore.
Anyway, Mickey. Oh, Tiro. Who of you wanna... Tiro, it's your turn. Broodmother.
Okay.
It's a long one.
Yeah. Spinweb now has 1, 2, 3, 4 charges with a 40-second replenish time instead of a 30-second cooldown. Huh?
Oh, so you can stack your webs.
Yeah, you can wait and
Still
get
has
like 4
max-
charges at once.
Oh.
Still has a max of 2, 4, 6, 8 webs total.
Yeah,
So
so at like 4th level you can wait for like 120 seconds and get 4 webs, which you can use all at once.
Well,
Well,
that's good. She can switch lanes and
Yeah,
stuff.
she can like... She's more relevant in team fights and so on, I think.
He's a lot more
Okay.
mobile.
Yeah.
That's what she has been missing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spinweb
but-
time to enter hidden mode after taking damage increased from 3 to 6 seconds. That's
Wait.
a nerf.
Wait, is it Is he also visible when you take damage?
Yeah.